Hi, what's okay, so a couple of things are different. I'm going to try to just like mind my manners and shut my mouth and just tell you information. Hi, how you guys how are you guys doing? What are you doing? How are you? This is the hair color. It's vegan. It's called Adore number 56 Cajun Spice. It was roughly I think like $5 or something or $8. I can't remember if it was 5 or $8. I'll put the money amount right here. I will. Bitch, stop being lazy. Fucking go do the research. I'm talking to myself. But the appropriate amount. I used 2 of these. There's some still left in there. And at first it looks brown, but then it turns out to be very, very orange. So here's what happened. I used color Oops. My hair was that brassy color, right? And then I used a bleach bath. And then what happened was because there were still like ions of the black hair color in my hair shaft, when I did a bleach bath, it redeposited the black hair color only into my roots. And so my ends were very, very, very light and my roots turned pitch black. And I was like, I've never had this kind of chemical reaction before. What the ever loving fuck? Like, what the hell? Like, what the hell, Mary? And so I did some research. Reddit was like, blah, 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 because Reddit's so cool. 12 years ago, it was like someone was like, help, I fucked up my hair. And I was like, bitch, me right now. 12 years ago person and me right now, like, we're on the same path. Like, we're like soulmates or something. Just kidding. I'm fucking kidding. Okay, so what was he saying? Oh yes, I fucked up my hair. And like so the roots were black and I was like, fuck my life. Fuck my life. Like what the fuck? And so what I did was I went to Sally's the next day and I purchased 2 packets of the Quick Blue Extra Strength bleaching powder, which were roughly, I think they were like $5 a packet where I'm at, and some 20 volume cream developer. I first mixed 1 packet with the appropriate amount of developer and put it on my roots where I could find it. Then I realized I would need the second packet. So within the same bowl, after I emptied out the first packet's contents onto my hair, I just mixed up another batch while I was processing and then put it on any areas that were darker and went further down the hair to like to the ends, like right around here. So basically just did giant bands where all the black was. And then it lifted my hair to like a nice, like brassy blonde color. And I was like, this is workable. Like I could work with this because I had previously went on YouTube and looked up other videos of people using this specific hair color on darker hair than I had came out the shower with. So, and it came out really, really beautiful. So I was like, okay, cool. Well, I can't wait to see what this will look like. And this is my favorite hair. This is my favorite hair color I've ever had, and it is semi-permanent. Now, it wasn't like whenever it was bleeding. It didn't really bleed everywhere. I got some on my hands. You can't fucking tell. You can't fucking tell. I even did a little bleach bath on my eyebrows and then hit it a little bit of the color at the very end to kind of tint my eyebrows because they weren't completely bleached. They were just like a light blonde, like blonde brown color. Um, so, or maybe a dark blonde. They were like a blonde brown color. But I went back through other videos that I had where my hair was red, and I really liked how I would dye my hair and then my eyebrows would be the very similar hair color. So it was like, yeah, I like that. I don't like having like black caterpillars. Oh, I just hit my eye. But yeah. So yeah. So yeah, this is really cool. I got 2 of these and honestly I got them at Walmart. So you could get this at your Walmart or whatever, but yeah, there is a allegedly a recall for a lot of fruits and vegetables at Walmart and Kroger's. So please do some research. There is a salmonella outbreak right now in the States. It started off in cucumbers and then it furthermore spread to other things, including the Snow Fox brand, which I know is located at Alberts. There's stuff happening at Albertsons and there's stuff happening at Kroger's as well that are tied into the salmonella outbreak. Okay, so just please be careful. There's some stuff we can't. We're not publicly getting these like notifications like we used to 2 years ago, and so now it really is just, like, one homie on Instagram who updates everybody daily on everything going on. It's very sad, but now it's, like, power to the people in the States where we really have to be, like, hands-on, um, and, like, a real community talking and sharing ideas and energy also. It's very draining. But yeah, it's no longer like just entities in charge. Anyways, it doesn't matter. I don't want to get into that. I don't want to get into that because it's a whole nother fucking topic for a whole nother fucking day. I could spend hours and hours and hours talking about fuck ass shit, like, but I'm not going to because, like, fuck that. Um, okay, what else? Hmm. I think I kind of wanted to do some makeup. I've been using this toner. It is just organic rose water and what else? Water. Roses and water. It's organic rose water. It's really nice. It smells like roses. But there's a type of rose that people used to use to this is gonna get a little woo-woo, a little out there. But roses, or a specific kind of rose, was known to cleanse the aura, like in ancient folklore, and keep vampires away. Like there's a specific kind of rose. Um, I don't know what it is exactly off the top of my head, but I've been like using this also as like an aura spritz because it's just rose and water. It doesn't have alcohol in it, right? It's from Chino, California. Certified organic. Yeah, it's just but it's from Bulgaria. No, this is from Belgium. Okay. This is from Brussels, Belgium. I was like, what the fuck? I got a bunch of Bulgarian stuff in my house. What's going on? Um, Bulgarian roses in water. Anyways, so yeah, I've just been using rose water as a toner. Does it help? Sure, why not? I don't know. Honestly, I think it's like my eating habits have been like not trigger warning, like food issues. Okay, like trigger warning, like don't like fucking yeah. I'm gonna talk about my personal food issues. So like, I guess so. Personally, I got off of some antidepressants because like stateside, they were really threatening to like put us in camps. And I was like, man, they're really like threatening the medicine industry and the pharmaceuticals and things like that. Now, am I cool with big pharma? No, no. But do I believe the world is flat? No, no. Side note, I fucking hate watching homesteading moms because I am a mom that homesteads, right? But obviously, I'm a little different. I don't think the world's flat, and I don't think that dinosaurs are a fucking cover up. Oh yeah, and I don't think that Jesus is gonna come back and like rip me out of my fucking shorts and like send me up into the high heavens. I fucking hate homesteading moms that are like I love a good conspiracy theory. Like do not fucking get me wrong. And I will shoot the shit with anybody. Like it don't matter like what you believe or where you come from or what your background is. I love basically interviewing people and being like, I love talking. I love a good yap session. But what I fucking hate is like these like kind of red hat cucks that just like would do anything for worm brain man, and like they like literally eat the shit out of the assholes of any Republican person. And I'm like, just because somebody holds a place, somebody has a job, does not equal that they are right, does not equal that they are just, and it does not equal that they're a good person. Like the same way, just because you're a cop, it doesn't mean that you don't break the law. It doesn't mean you're a good person because, oh, you're a school teacher. That doesn't automatically equate genuinely good and safe person. No. Oh, wow, you run a daycare. It doesn't mean you're a good person. Like, have you watched Scooby Doo? Have you watched any fucking Scooby Doo episodes, you dumb motherfucker? Like, have you? Like, have you? It doesn't matter if you're the highest of the high or the lowest of the low. People come in all shapes and sizes of evil. And yeah, people just they kind of like within the homesteading community, it sucks because you want to learn tips and tricks and canning and this and that and how to grow food and blah blah blah. But 98% of the homesteading community, online and offline, they're like hardcore doomsday preppers, and they think that God's gonna come back and like do this and that. And if he does, cool. I don't give a fuck because I'm not gonna live my life like that. I'm gonna live my life scared of other things, like robots inhabiting the world and taking over and like killing us and eating us or something. Like I don't know, like whatever, like something like that or something. Like I have other things to fear. I don't have like a big man in the sky. Cool. How about the big fucking man here? You ever done that? You ever done that one? What about the big man here? Okay, my water coming out of my sink is not fucking safe to drink or get up your nose. Cause it could fucking kill you. Do you understand that? I don't give a fuck about some alleged man in the sky. Okay, that watches you touch your fucking wiener. I don't give a fuck about none of that shit. Because that's not just because you're afraid of some fucking random entity, it doesn't mean you're a good person. Okay? Like I'm afraid of a lot of random entities, okay? Not just like the fucking big Abrahamic one. Okay, whatever. Okay, anyways, yeah. Side note, I fucking really hate the homesteading community online because they're like, oh yeah, I believe in an ancient civilization, which cool, that's great, that's fine. But then they're also like they're just crazy, crazy. They're fucking crazy. And some of them are right. Here's the thing. Like some of the shit, it's not wrong. But it's one truth and two lies. And you have to sit there playing the sorted out shit game. I don't like playing that game. It's not favorable for my mental health to sit there and I don't know, it's just crazy. Like the when you follow like the homestead mom propaganda shit, they're all like, "Oh, it's more natural." It's like this is more natural. It is more natural. Like this is so natural. It's not natural for you to yeah, it's just crazy. It's like weird homestead mom propaganda, like trad wife shit, like very Mormon or something. And I don't subscribe to that or believe in that. Like, I definitely think like Babylonian time, Sumerian time, when we were like a matriarchy, where we were a tribal group of different packs of people that just believed in divine sacred femininity as well as like listened to our ancestors who were, you know, more female or feminine. And I'm not a feminist either. It's just hard to explain. Like, I love a good goddess. I love a good goddess. I hate a bad god. Okay, there we go. Yeah. Anyways, I don't even know what I was talking about before any of that, but I guess it doesn't fucking matter. Yeah, the water here is not safe, and I don't know, it's just so difficult. Like, you want to, like, I really do love tending to the ground. I love tending to the garden and raising animals and having like a permaculture kind of little homestead, sorry. And like having it to where we have a rabbit and the rabbit, you know, their excrement goes into the garden and then the garden feeds us. And then like, you know, we can feed the chickens stuff from the garden and then we eat the eggs that are not fertilized, so there's no babies in them. We can eat unfertile eggs and then that's like not harming anybody. We're not stealing eggs from chickens. I had to go rewatch the footage because I was like, why did I go on a fucking tangent about like homestead moms being like, I will suck off RFK Jr. and also dinosaurs aren't real. Like, okay, so here's the thing. I got off antidepressants because stateside they were threatening like a lot of dumb shit with this current, you know, little Addie. And so, and also my doctor who prescribed me antidepressants was an immigrant as well. And like, don't tell anyone. But so I was like, immediately, like, they stopped like checking in on me, and I was like, oh my God, did my doctor get deported? I was like, oh my fucking God. Like, I was like, dude, what the fuck? And so, um, trigger warning, just like depressing shit. Like, you know, I was like kind of like being funny, like, these homestead moms are, but like now we're getting to like more depressing stuff. So, trigger warning, like depressions and issues around depression, anxiety, and la, right? So, my mom had died, and I had kind of a like mental breakdown about that. As you do whenever, you know, it was like my mom died, and immediately I became a caretaker for my mother in law who was dying as well. That was extraordinarily difficult to to deal with, and within 4 months, both of our mothers had died. My husband's mother had died, and my mother had died within 4 months, and so, like, I had, like, a mental breakdown. I really, really did, and, like, to where I was having panic attacks every time I left the house, and just my whole world was kind of fucked, right? So I got on antidepressants, and it really did help, and it really helped my brain clear up. I have severe OCD, horrific ADHD, and obviously issues with depression and anxiety. Now, I'm just gonna say it, bitch, those are just like what you get for that's what you fucking deserve for living in America. Like, that's what you get. I've had tons of friends leave the country throughout their life, not just now, but like throughout their life. And I'm sorry, I don't know why I was being so like not just now. Why did I say it like that? Go shut the fuck up. Anyways, like throughout their life, leave the country, and everything is different. The way time moves, the way people are, the community, like, and it's not just culturally different. It's America is fucking insane, psychotic. The way we are all like pumped with fear and fear and fear and fear and fear and fear. You know, like the more like it's like crazy. Like we are perfect little fear things for like creepy ass like off earth entities or something like that, right? Like we're like delicioso motherfucking like fear factories, okay? And yeah, yeah, yeah. And so, I mean, Monsters Inc., but like all of America powers like 50 different planets with just fear. You know what I mean? Like, we're constantly under stress and fear. There's not a day I wake up and I'm not stressed out or fearful. No, that's fucked up. Anyway, so that's just how it is here, and that's what we deserve for being born here, I guess. Like, wow, like, you know, like, freedom isn't free. It costs a heavy fucking fee. So, anyways, I got on antidepressants. I was on sertraline and an off-brand, like something else for panic attacks. I think Klonopin or something like that, which apparently is extremely addictive, but I didn't take it to get addicted to it. And whenever I took it, it wasn't like an addiction. It was literally I don't know, it was just like I could think, which was weird. And I cleaned the whole house, which was also weird. So that's just how my brain chemistry reacted to the medication. Now, I wish that there was something in the state of Texas that could help me not be so fearful, but what can you do whenever it's literally your government and all of the companies that they allow to exist in our space? Like the companies that are here, they'll cut corners and then leak chemicals into the water, and then we drink it, and then our body gets sick and poisoned, and we die and shrivel up. And they're like, "What's going on? I don't understand what's going on." And then they get paid behind closed doors money to not bring it up or to not pass bills or to, they pay off the inspection people and they pay off the counties to look sideways, and like it's corruption and greed, and we have bred a species of humans here in America that are very susceptible to corruption and greed. We are very mm, evil. Like I don't know how to explain it. Like bad, like bad and wrong, like bad or something. Like it's bad, wrong stuff. Like it's really, really bad, you know. And so like fuck me, right? And then so, like, no, but for I feel like look at like on every level, even at a job. Okay, let's say you work at, oh, fucking name some kind of corporate entity. Let's say you work at a retail store, a department store. There we go. Let's say you work at a department store, and at first you started off as a cashier, but now they got you working other departments and expanding because they think it's important for you to be able to cover other people's shifts. And then you notice that, like, tribally, while working at this department store that claims you're like family, you notice that people are fucking each other, and it's like corruption. Like let's just go to your job, and I'm sure someone at your work or someone that comes into your work that is absolutely corrupt, and they are either like embezzling. It's always somebody always is always embezzling or stealing shit from the break room, or it's just like very, very corrupt, okay? And greedy and selfish. Now, this is not unique to humans because I just watched a documentary last night where these little fishies will make gigantic, like in the ocean, like fucking in the ocean, okay, where there's no ESPN, little fishies. Why did I say that? Okay. Little fishies will gather cute shells and make a giant nest to attract girl fishies. But then, the same species, there will be some motherfucker trying to steal shit. So whenever the good fish is going and like gathering, there's a thief fish from the same species that is like stealing his pile and putting it while the guy's gone. You know, while the cat's away, the mice will play, but it's fish mode, right? So I don't think like corruption and greed is like specifically human because I've also seen like penguins steal shit. I've seen seagulls steal shit. I don't think that like I don't know, but it's different. It's like penguins taking a rock here and there is not as bad as a chemical company dumping fucking chemicals into the ocean, well, into the river that leads directly to the ocean that will kill a whole fucking county like that. And then politicians looking the other way. Like, what penguins do, it ain't that. Okay, what that little fish did wasn't that. Like, he was stealing shells to get some booty. Some booty. Okay, he was stealing shells to get some booty. Okay, that is not as bad. And of course, genetically, let's just say that he was more likely to be a thieving bastard, a lazy thieving bastard of a fish, right? And so his offspring will carry that kind of inherent DNA and knowledge passed through DNA, which we conveniently call instincts. What? In anything, right? So a lot of corrupt and greedy people are reproducing at high levels, and they say that there is a fucking they say that a lot of people aren't having kids. Have you Are you lying? Because every bitch I know has like 4 or 5. In the South, there is no, in small towns especially, bored people have tons of kids. And it creates drama. And it creates a lot of back pay for child support. Um, yeah, bored people be fucking, and they be having kids, and they be cheating, and they be knocking up other people, and they be ripping families here, there, everywhere. Okay. Now I think like I am 30 something, and in my 30 something years, everyone I know has a kid, or at least 3. Everyone I know has at least 3 kids. I have 2. I am on the low end. I've never actually, I have one friend who has 1 kid, but if they could, they'd have more. Do you understand what I'm saying? People who choose to have children or have children tend to have more children. There's no there's like no lack of people having babies. Um, now some people in their 30s are deciding that now they want to have kids. Now they've had a career and they paid off debts and stuff. Now they want to have kids. And there's nothing wrong with that. There's also nothing wrong with not having kids because it's fucking scary. And this is a horrible world. This is a horrible world. We have fucked up governments all across the globe that ensure that your child born to this planet will have a fucked up life. And that's a big burden to bear. Also, when you have a kid, you have to admit to yourself that you just killed somebody because one day it's going to die. And maybe you didn't do it on purpose. Maybe that wasn't your good intention, but you're the reason that being will die. That's another really fucked up fact. Cool bug facts. Every child you have is going to die in a way you can't control. And maybe you're not gonna be there. Not to get fucking depressed. Cause I'm getting there. Cause I'm going there. Not to be like a Debbie Downer. They may be scared or they may be happy. They may live to be very old. But does that mean that they're going to be good in their life? Like, you know what I mean? Like, everything you do has a consequence in one way, shape, or form. Okay? And yeah, sometimes I get so stressed out, I fucking lose myself in doom scrolling and overeating and over consuming, literally over consuming, just to try to feel something, just to try to feel an ounce of safety. Like a child overeating formula or breast milk and then puking it all up because I was just looking for comfort and that's not exactly what I needed. I just needed to I just needed a hug. You know what I mean? But instead I overate till I vomited kind of thing. Like America is very dangerous. It's very, very dangerous. And living here is crazy. Texas is so stupid. I wish that I wish if I had three wishes. um I'm not gonna say that out loud. One of them would be something, and the others would be other things. It's not even. I'm kidding. No, but yeah, like there is a lot of corruption. Corruption. The result of corruption. There's a lot of corruption. Corruption here in Texas. Like they're trying to get rid of THC because they're claiming that kids are getting into it and it could kill them. I've never heard of a child dying from eating too many THC gummies, but I sure as fuck have heard people dying from alcohol poisoning or from drinking too much liquor, getting in a car and then smashing into a whole fucking family or running over a pedestrian. But you guys let that shit hit the shelves, and that shit's not childproof. There's no childproof cap on liquor. Baby, you just twist and go, or you pop the top and drink it. Like, shut the fuck up. Like, the lieutenant Dan, whatever, here, he's a fucking moron. I just, I hate it. Because, look, I'm not super intelligent. I'm not super intelligent, right? Like, I'm stupid, right? But, I'm not dumb. I am a fucking idiot. Oh, hell yeah, dude, I'm a fucking idiot. Like, I waste my life, I doom scroll, I have opinions, and I don't know how to vocalize them or form a real coherent thought. Yeah, I'm a fucking moron. But this is dumb. This is dumb. Taking away THC gummies and CBD gummies from veterans in pain who need it, who fucking need it. Because I don't know if you've ever talked to a fucking veteran before. Um, Mentally, they're fucked. Physically, they're wrecked. Psychologically, babe, don't go there. Don't have you ever talked to any veteran that you guys send over there? You go to the malls with your little fucking little asshole recruiters and recruit fatherless children and ship them over there, and they get like shell shocked. I don't know, and they like run over civilians and blow the brains out of children and have to come home and have a family. And you guys are like, we're gonna take away CBD gummies because kids are getting into them and they're gonna fucking die. Babe, newsflash, we're all gonna fucking die. You guys are just such control freaks. You're gonna die too. And guess what? You left this world a worse place. And the way we're going to remember you is as a piece of shit asshole who took some kind of comfort away from suffering people. Like, thank you. Like, thank you for taking comfort from suffering people. Like, you're so fucking cool. I'm sure your mother is so fucking proud of you. And if not, look, I'm sure the God you claim to believe in thinks you're a really fucking cool guy. Bitch, if I was God, I would send your ass straight to hell and I would make you eat a bunch of I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. Listen, okay. So now that I've kind of vented, it's really difficult. I hate coming on here and being like, "Oh God, it's a nightmare," but it really is a nightmare. And then people are lining up to come to America. Dude, it's crazy here. It's fucking crazy. It's crazy. Everything's so crazy. Everything's so mean. The only thing that I really have to like, when I really like look at it, I'm like, dude, there's no way humans are in charge. I think humans, like humanity, as like allegedly like 8 billion people, I think the whole world is really being controlled by not just like the 1%. I don't even think like I don't think we did this to us. And I do think that we are all kind of stuck. You know what I'm saying? Anyways. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. Yeah, I think what I'll do is I'll make a separate video for makeup, and I'll just like upload this one as like, I don't know, like a venting ramble, because like I don't know about you guys, but sometimes I feel very comforted by just listening to other humans vent and ramble about things that they feel upset about, because it feels like very healing to listen to a bitch yap. Like I don't know why. Like to me, yapping is healing. But also when someone says something that you feel and that you didn't previously know how to string together into words, sometimes it helps. It's like healing, because then you're like, "Ugh, someone finally said it, cool," and then you like go on with your day. Do you know what I'm saying? So what I'll do is I'll do like a separate video in a second. I'll edit this one, upload this as like a separate ramble, and then in the hair dye, no, I'm sorry. In the makeup video, I'll also talk about the hair dye, but like there's so much crazy stress and fear happening right now. It's just too much. And like as somebody who is now having their whole kind of life impacted by the decisions of others. Like, why even allow pharmaceutical companies to give anything out if you're going to eventually take it away from people? Like, I feel like it's just a giant social science experiment, and it's very cruel because humans generally just want to be loved. They want to create, whether it is art or more people or have community or fight and play, much like any other mammal or mammalian species. You know, you see those like videos of like the mom lion sitting there and the kids like fucking beating the shit out of each other, just play fighting. And she's just over it and tired and whatever. And then she has to go out and like hunt and eat, and like they fight and they, all kinds of stuff. I think humans are very much mammalian. And of course, there is, I don't know, this like corruption that seems to taint and touch everything. It's just really frustrating because it doesn't have to be like that. Like, it really doesn't. Like, it really fucking doesn't have to be like that. And so it's been affecting me. And in my special little pathology and my neurological fucking whatever, I was gonna say neurological fuckfest, but whatever. My brain, my mushy brain matter. I'm scared, and I was so happy to have relief through antidepressants. But then when I got off of them and I was like, wow, I just feel everything so much more. I felt like before I had like it was very clear, and I was level headed. But now I'm not so level headed. Level headedness is not like a baseline anymore. It is something that I have to obtain and achieve through like meditation and really consciously being like, what the fuck? Like, what the fuck? And it's very hard for me to now just kind of let things roll off of me. Whereas before, it was very easy and I could let things roll off of me. Now it's very difficult and I can't. And yeah, I'm just out here raw dogging life, like whatever, whatever. And it really did upset me because, like I said, the physician who did prescribe me my antidepressants, I don't, I don't know how long they're gonna be here, like with this current shit going on. Yeah. So I don't know. I just wanted to vent. I'm sorry. My hair color is beautiful and I love it, and I feel a lot better about my life because of it. Um, are there? Hmm. There's a lot of yellows in here. There is a lot of yellow colors in here. Suns and moons, and the whole yellow lady in a bag and a moon and Pez and the Joker thing behind me. There's like a lot of yellows and oranges. I'm noticing. Sorry, pattern recognition is kicking in. But yeah, okay, people out there, if you made it this far, I'm fucking sorry. But people out there, how do you guys deal with the bullshit? Like sometimes I just want to doom scroll, but even doom scroll gets like aggravatingly interrupted by breaking news. Some asshole is being an asshole. Like, how do you guys deal with that? How do you guys deal with that? I don't. Anyways, I'll talk to you guys later. I will see you later or whatever. Okay, I'm gonna go do a makeup video separately separately from this. Okay, goodbye.